I know some of you out there would love me to wear a tinfoil hat so you can carry on laughing, mocking and being disappointed in me. But before you do, let me tell you why I came to the decision that we may have been lied to. Maybe I just didn't buy this fairy dust sprouting model. No stars backdrop and magic camera panning up by remote control. Maybe I just couldn't believe this build quality of this piece of junk could withstand the -10 torr vacuum, let alone make it all the way to the command module. Or there's the spacesuit. I realised it just couldn't withstand the vacuum and that it would do this. I learned the power of a vacuum. I learned that landlines couldn't call all the way to space. And then I caught them dropping things like gravity existed on the ISS. I watched them use VR for fun. I watched them use VR with glitches. I even watched them forget to turn on the VR. I caught them coming into shot on harnesses and fading into shot slowly. I even caught them hiding in the background. I saw them floating in pools. I saw underwater bubbles floating up from where they were. Helmets moving when they shouldn't be. Sad and guilty looks when they should have been over the moon. I saw shadows coming from 3 different light sources when the sun should have given us 1. They lost the tech and the tapes.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't really give you much of a clue as to where this data ended up and whether it still exists or not.
And they give us CGI images, not real photos. They even got lazy with copy and paste in the clouds. We saw launches that never went straight up. Never a continuous video stream, always cut to CGI. And when I noticed all the landing sites faced us on the one face of the moon, then how was it the Earthrise shot we got with this sideways view is possible? Then there's the Van Allen belts.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space. For this flight, it's time to head home.
I even laughed at some of the women's ridiculous hairspray instead of 0G. So, how does a court of law decide on witness credibility, I thought? The first test is for plausibility. Think of the landline calls, the spacesuits in a vacuum, the ridiculous LEM, the VR, the harnesses, the wires, the bubbles, the hairspray, the CGI. Couldn't really buy it, to be honest. Then there's the demeanour. They look guilty, they look shifty, they even look startled sometimes. Definitely not happy bunnies. Then we've got the 50-year track record in their past record of deception and obfuscation. Time and time again, it's so easy to find. Corroboration, every time you look at a launch or a mission, you find something else which isn't correct. Then finally, you have the motive. The budget, $56 million a day, control of space, prop up the heliocentric model, hide a creator, take away your personal power. If you don't know where you are, you're confused and disempowered. Take your pick. Once a witness has been caught lying, they are deemed not credible, and if they lie in court, they are guilty of perjury. And we've never had the press, the US government or the Department of Defense lie at all, have we? So after watching this, you still want to buy me a tinfoil hat and laugh and mock. Think of the millions of us who have now woken up to the lie, and maybe we just don't believe what we've been told anymore. I'll leave it to you to make up your own mind, do your own research, and I'll leave you with some lovely sparkles.
Mission arm is in. Okay, I'm going to get the pro. 99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Run away, Houston. Vector good. Ag start. Get the order. I hear you, I've got front. Okay, 30 seconds. 308 your number. Take down through 1,500 feet, and 8 dot looks good.
Thanks for watching, and think for yourself.